A pleasant day to each and everyone. I am Divine Crisvilla who will be reporting the topic of solid. From the Module 5, Geometric Designs under the Section 1, the Transformation of Geometric Shapes. So solid. What is solid? Solid is the geometry of three-dimensional space, the kind of space we live in. It is called three-dimensional or 3D because there are three dimensions which are called width, depth, and height. Solids have properties such as volume and surface area. The example of volume is think of how much water it could hold, and for the surface area is think of the area you would have to paint. So there are two main types of solid, which are the polyhedron and non-polyhedron. Polyhedron, or what we call the polyhedra, is a solid made of flat surfaces. Each surface is a polygon, like the platonic solids, prisms, and pyramids. Non-polyhedra are solids with curved surfaces, or a mix of curved and flat surfaces, such as spheres, cylinders, cones, and torus. As being shown in the screen, these are the example of polyhedra and non-polyhedra shapes. Polyhedra, they must have flat faces, as you can see, and non-polyhedra is if any surface is not flat. Platonic solid, it is a convex polyhedron whose faces are all congruent convex regular polygons. None of its faces intersect except at their edges, and it has the same number of faces that meet at its vertices. There are 5 platonic solids such as tetrahedron, octahedron, hexahedron, icosahedron, and dodecahedron. These are the platonic solids together with its faces, points, and edges numbers. Euler's formula deals with three-dimensional shapes called polyhedra. It states that F plus V minus E equals to 2, where F is the number of faces, V is the number of vertices, and E is the number of edges. It can be called as faces plus vertices minus edges is equal to 2. This formula works only on solids that do not have any holes and do not intersect itself. It cannot also be made up of two pieces stuck together, such as two cubes stuck together by one vertex. The Euler's formula works on the platonic solids. So the continuation, prism is a polyhedron whose sides are all flat. It has the same cross-section all along its length, and its shape is polygon. All the prisms are classified as either regular prism because the cross-section of each is a regular polygon, or irregular prism because its cross-section is an irregular polygon. As you can see below, we have here the square prism, cross-section, triangular prism, cross-section, cube cross-section, pentagonal prism, cross-section. All of it are regular pentagonal prism. Below, we have here the irregular pentagonal prism and the cross-section. So moving on to the pyramid. Pyramid is a polyhedron made of connecting a base to an apex. There are many types of pyramids, and they are named after the shape of their base, which are triangular pyramid, square pyramid, pentagonal pyramid, and hexagonal pyramid. So for the non-polyhedra, we have here the cone, cylinder, sphere, and torus. So what is the meaning of cone? Cone is made by rotating a triangle. The triangle has to be right-angled triangle, and it gets rotated around one of its two short sides. The side it rotates around the axis of the cone. It has a flat base and has one curved side. Because of its curved surface, it is not polyhedron. Another meaning of cone in mathematics is it is the surface traced by a moving straight line that always passes through a fixed point. Another one is the cylinder. It is a three-dimensional solid object bounded with a curved surface and two parallel circles of equal size at the ends. The curved surface is formed by all the line segments joining corresponding points of the two parallel circles. Because of its cured surface, it is not a polyhedron. Also, the cylinder can be defined as a solid geometrical figure with straight parallel sides and circular or oval cross. Examples of these are pipes and cold drink cans. To the next one, sphere. Sphere is a perfectly round object in a three-dimensional space. It is a non-polyhedron because the surface is completely round. It is perfectly symmetrical with no edges or vertices. All points on the surface are the same distance from the center. In geometry, sphere is the set of all points in three-dimensional space lying the same distance from a given point, or the result of rotating a circle about one of its diameter. The components and properties of the sphere are analogous to those of a circle. Lastly, for the non-polyhedra is the torus. Torus is a solid formed by revolving a small circle along a line made by another circle. It has no edges or vertices, and therefore, it is not polyhedron. In mathematics, a torus is a surface of revolution generated by revolving a circle in the three-dimensional space about an axis that is coplanar with a circle. And that would be all for my report. Thank you for listening, and the next reporter will report the next topic. Thank you.